Hello to all the JEE aspirants. So congratulations each and everyone. Be relaxed, enjoy your moment. Now the big burden from your head is now taken off. JEE January shift has now completed, and congratulations to each and everyone who made in this shift, and for those students who didn't got well in this shift, so you don't have to worry. Now Resonance Hyderabad is here for you. Now we are coming daily with the proper analysis for you, so that you can have a gateway that where you have to focus more in which topics, in which subtopics you have to talk about more, so that you can finally make it in our April session, right everyone? So join us, join our subscribe our channel and share this live as much as possible, because this is gonna be super useful for your April session, because we came with the authentic and daily analysis of the examinations, right? So this is gonna be super useful for the April session. Okay, now let's talk about chemistry. So here in the chemistry from the today and this session, second shift, again I must say mains has maintained the level from where every faculty what every faculty taught you and what are the expected topics. Questions came from the expected topics, and questions came from the calculation part, as well as what we can say the learning portion NCERT you have to see. Now let's have a quick review of the physics and maths. So let me invite physics faculty Mohit sir and the maths faculty Vivek sir with me to join this live and have a quick review for you all. Please join us, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, ma'am. I think JEE Mains as a whole was meeting up with the expectation as per we have seen, right? From our perspective in terms of physics, madam, I don't find anything which we didn't expect. We found that almost all formulas were being covered somewhere or the other in some shifts. We got questions on rate of motion also today morning. We got questions on laws of motion also today morning. And with the basic understanding, we didn't find anything which was very much difficult. Obviously, we have made a analysis of easy, moderate and difficult, but it was based on comparative study. From now, there's a next step for many of you. There are many students who will be going for a second attempt by the learning of the first attempt. There will be people who will be going for a straight advanced preparation also. We're going to come up with a discussion where we'll say that, we'll give you an idea that what to do, what not to do with the type of score what we got. We also will try to bring up with a discussion session where we'll discuss about what is the marks for which you'll get what percentile. We'll try to discuss that also later on. And we'll try to help you out and guide you that what should be the process from now. Basically, we always understand that there is a learning which we must have got writing our shifts. I mean, I know that by this time everybody must have written the exams. They must have got their learning. One of the most important thing, we must have realized that writing full syllabus test or writing mock test is how much helpful and how much important for us, right? So that's one of the most important thing which we feel, I guess, by this time most of the students might have realized it. From physics perspective, from today's morning shift, it was easy to moderate only. Mostly questions were easy. There were hardly few questions which was little lengthy. And in the second shift, as far we have got the question till now, it was simple only, sir. How about maths, sir? Because maths, we always have heard that it's lengthy, it's maybe more challenging, sometimes it's time consuming. So let's hear from Vivek, sir, and we'll then come back.
Yeah, hello everyone. As Mohit sir told, correct only. Paper are still like at the first shift only. Moderate to difficult level we can say. Again the calculation is there. But again the one best part of this one, if you can go and see again on the 25th analysis part. In the analysis part, in this board, in this place only, I wrote the 9 things. Once you can check from those 9 things, from the 28th dated and 29 dated, minimum 5 to 6 question came. So again we are and our team are going to be planned for the complete analysis we are going to give you after this the session, maybe tomorrow, yeah, day after tomorrow, like that things, where we are going to be complete analysis, what you have to do and what don't have to do for your the April session. So okay, So now Komal madam is going to be.
Thank you so much, Mohit sir, Vivek sir, to keep the spirit high of our students. So everyone, those who are going for the advanced preparation and those who are going for the April session, you don't have to worry. We'll be in touch with you. Resonance Hyderabad channel, stay tuned with us. We'll always be there for you. Okay, so let's quickly start with the paper discussion of the 29th January shift 2. Okay, everyone. So let's check what we are having the first question. Let's begin with the chemistry. Number of sigma and pi bond. Let's start. Number of sigma and pi bond respectively with hex 1 in 4 ion. Now till now what we were saying, the structure was already given. They were only asking about the sigma and pi bond, and this time they had given the IUPAC name, structure you have to make. Right everyone? So hex means 6 carbon. Right? Something like this. 3, 4, 5, 6. We are having the 6 carbon, right everyone? Hex. Then 1 in. 1 in means at 1 we have to make the double bond. 4 ion. 1, 2, 3, 4. At 4th position we should be having with triple bond. Right everyone? So this is the structure. In this structure I have to tell the sigma and pi bond. So before going to the sigma and pi bond, what I have to do? I have to complete the valency of each and every carbon with the hydrogen. So first carbon here I am having. This carbon is already made the 2 bonds, so rest 2 will be hydrogen. And here this carbon 3 bond is already there, 1 will be hydrogen. This carbon 2 bonds, so rest 2 will be hydrogen. And this carbon already there are 4 bonds. Similarly this carbon 4 bonds, and the last carbon here only single bond, so rest 3 will be hydrogen. Right everyone? So let's see what the answer is there. So sigma bond, if I'll talk about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we are having 13 sigma, and as we can easily say 1, 2, 3. 3 pi bond, 13 sigma bond and 3 pi bond. So option 2 is the correct answer. Option 2 is the correct answer. So those who have completed the valency, they will automatically got the correct answer. The only mistake we can do here, that not completing the valency. Which of the following form most stable carbocation? Now once again the question from the stability of carbocation. Carbocation, carbon and stabilities are frequently asking by the mains exam. Okay, now going to the first option, like look at this first option, we are having the 3-phenyl here. Now resonance is there. Now in the second one again there is resonance. In the third option there is no resonance, and in the fourth option there is resonance. Right everyone? Now if I'll see about the maximum resonance. Maximum resonance, when maximum resonance means maximum stability. So maximum resonance with the 3-phenyl. So option 1 is the correct answer. More resonance, more stability. That's simple. Right? Okay. Now how, if carbon is, Br is going to remove, then carbon is going to have the positive charge. So this positive charge is the most stabilized by the highest resonance. Highest resonance means more stability, option 1. Going to the third question, which element in group has the lowest ionization energy? Okay, so what are the elements? Lowest ionization energy. One more question on the ionization energy. Again, the favorite part of the mains. Chaliye. Now let's see Sb, phosphorus, Bi and As. Now these all elements belongs to group 15 nitrogen family, right? So what is that? Nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, and then I'm having what? Bismuth. So when I'll talk about ionization energy, top to bottom, ionization energy decreases with no exception. With no exception, just before the period 14 group, in the carbon we are having little much exception between the last two element in the Pb and Si, but here we are having no exception. So the last element Bi is having the lowest ionization energy. So answer will be option 3, bismuth. Answer will be option 3, bismuth. Hope you got these answers right, everyone. Okay, so let's quickly change exchange with the physics sir. So let's go on to the physics question. Thank you everyone.
All right, all right. Let's go with a discussion on physics in a very fast forward manner. We have got questions which are mostly very standard questions. Might be there are some questions where there are some calculations, but we are still getting questions on dimension. In the morning shift, we didn't see any questions on optics as per students' report, right? But we got some questions on electrostats and all. We didn't get any question from current also in the morning shift, but in the second shift we have got question on optics. We have got questions on maybe also on current. By this time we haven't received all the questions, but let's see how many questions are there. Let's start with our discussion. The very first question is on optics. By the way, towards the end of our session, we'll try to give you a quick analysis and we'll try to give you an highlights at what to do from now in the coming session. Or we can try to bring a separate session for that also. But let's start with our physics paper discussion. Okay. Okay. The first question is on equiconvex. So we always propose this point in all our past sessions in our paper analysis session that we are getting questions on lens every time almost. Either there is combination of lens or splitting of lens, or the lens has been put in some other medium, and so on. So most number of questions were from there. We have seen one more questions here in the 29th January last second shift, right? So we can see the question is L1 is to L3. If this is the question being said, we know that when we split the lens like this, the radius of curvature and the material here and the surrounding material, nothing is changing. So by lens maker formula, we can say whatever the focal length it was having with the complete lens, if you cut like this, focal length will not change. So focal length of the part, this one or the lower one, still will remain same as the initial. But when we split like this, we know this from our straight discussion that the focal length of each of them will be 2f. I mean, we can go for a straight check that if 1 by f was the formula initially for the lens, then mu relative minus 1 rather, 1 by r1, or maybe if it's a equiconvex, right? 1 by r minus of, if it's nu f, this is infinity. So this part will be 0. Whereas initially it was 1 by f, mu relative minus 1, 1 by r minus 1 by r, 1 by plus r. So there was 2 here, right? So we can straight away see the focal length will become double of the initial by this calculation. I hope you understand. 1 by f equals to mu relative 2 by r, mu minus 1, same material, same surrounding, 1 by r. So we can see the focal length new one is double the initial one. Okay, fine. So the ratio of the new focal length to the initial focal length will be half, or rather it will be 2, right? So let's just write it in the other way. The focal length of the lens 1 f by f prime will be 1 by 2. So that will be 1 by 2. Fine? That is like splitting of lens. Let's go with the next question. A solenoid of radius 10 centimeter carrying a current 0.29 ampere having total 200 tons. If magnetic field inside solenoid is 2.9 × 4 Tesla, find the length of the solenoid. Okay, let's assume that it's an infinite solenoid. So the formula for B then will be mu naught small ni, where the value of small n is number of turns per length. So we can write this as mu naught n by L times I, and the value of B is 2.9 10 to the power minus 4. The value of I is 0.29. The value of mu naught is 4 pi 10 to the power minus 7. We want to find the value of L given n is equals to 200, right? Let me just do some small calculation over here only. We can try to write this also as 0.29 10 to the power minus 3, right? Okay. And this will remain as 4 pi 10 to the power minus 7. This will be like 200 L 0.29, right? So 0.29 cancels. 10 to the power minus 3 minus 4. This minus 2, this will be like minus 2 now because 2 zeros there. And now we can write L here. So 2 into 4 pi is like 8 pi 10 to the power minus 2 meters, which could be written as 8 pi centimeter. As we see in the options, it's in centimeter. So I try to convert into centimeter. So 8 pi centimeter is the answer, right? 8 pi centimeter is the answer. Yes or no? Yes or no? Fine. Let's go with the next question. Let's go with the next question. Three identical particle each of mass m moves under the influence of mutual attraction force. Initially they are on the vertices of equipotential triangle of side A, have equal speed v directed towards the adjacent particle as shown, the net angular momentum. Let's not think about this language, let's think about if the question is about net angular momentum given for three masses, and these three are identical masses having speed same, right? And we are asked to find angular momentum about center. So at this point of time, if you want to find angular momentum, we know that angular momentum is magnitude wise, is r perpendicular into p, and a moment of momentum. So let me just work for this particle. Let's say I say it's particle C. For particle C, what is the moment? What is the momentum? mv. And what is this perpendicular distance about the point about which you want to find angular momentum? This hole is A. So this hole is A root 3 by 2. This is 2:1. So it will be A root 3 by 2 into 1 by 3 is the angular momentum because of each particle, right? And we have three such particles. So thrice it for the net system. This is the angular momentum of the system of particles when they are at this position right now. So 3 cancel. This will be like mva root 3 by 2. Fine. That might be option number 2. Perfect. Is there any problem this far? Everything is fine, right? Okay, two particles of same mass are performing SHM vertically with two different spring constant K1 and K2. So the formula for this, we know that will not change actually in a spring block system, vertical or be it horizontal. It's always the same, 2 pi root over m by k, right? So the value of, they're asking the ratio of maximum speed of two particles. So V1 by V2 max. The formula for formula for velocity is omega root over a square minus x square. If the question is about V max, it's a omega. It's a omega, and they said that amplitude is same. So I'm writing a same, right? The formula for omega is equals to root over k by m. So straight away, and the mass, the same particle, right? So this will be k1 by m by k2 by m. So mm cancel, cancel. This cancel, right? So this cancel. This will be like root over of k1 by k2. Okay? Okay. Fine. K1 by K2. Okay. Fine. Okay. So next question is on error. So basically, they must ask what is the maximum percentage error, right? They should ask what is the maximum percentage error. So for maximum percentage error, for this quantity, we have to just add the things like delta q by q into 100 will be delta a by a into 100. So that's the maximum relative error, like this, plus 4 times delta b by b into 100, plus 1 times delta c by c into 100, and plus delta d by. This is the maximum possible error, right? This is a question for maximum possible error. So this will be 2%, this is 1%, this is 2%, and this is 1%. So 2 plus 4, 6 plus 2, 8 plus 1, 9. So 9 is the answer, right? Going with the next question. We have a question on units and dimension, right? Last question was basically error-based question. This question is basically based on dimensions. So Young modulus, first of all, Young modulus is, so we don't have the options right now written here, but we'll try to go for a match. Young modulus, let's write the formula. Young modulus equals to stress by strain. Strain has no unit, no dimension. So let's write for F by area. F equals to MLT minus 2 by L square, right? So MLT minus 2 by L square, this will be ML minus 1 T minus 2. Yes or no? So for the first one, option A, we have option number 4. Okay, let's go for magnetic moment. Magnetic moment is given by mu many places. We write the formula, or mu or m, many people write mu, so we write it IA, NIA. So I is equals to ampere and area equals to L square. So AL square, option number 1. So magnetic flux and magnetic intensity, if both of them are there, let's start with magnetic intensity. So magnetic intensity will be B by mu. H equals to B by mu. So let's work out for B first and then we'll work for mu. So if we straight away go with the calculation, we can get the result here as mu ko ek kaam karte hain. We can go like this, mu naught I by 2 pi a. So B by mu naught is equals to I by 2 pi a. Okay, so that's like B by mu naught is I by 2 pi a. यहाँ पे इशू हो रहा है जगह को लेके, यहाँ पे लिख देते हैं. Okay, so that will be like I by A. The value of I is ampere, the value of A is the distance, so distance is L. We'll write this as A L to power minus 1, right? So that will be option number 3. So based on this, even if you don't want to do for option C, you can ignore, but the formula for flux will be B into area. From here, we can again find out and work it out the expression, right? And the value of B could be obviously observed that, I guess, if you want to find only for B, then go for F equals to QVB, because that's a very simple formula to go for. So F equals to QVB, F by QV, right? B equals to F by QV. So F is equals to MLT minus 2 by Q will be AT, and V will be LT minus 1, right? And we have to have into area. So this L cancel, this T cancel. So this will be M A to power minus 1, T to power minus 2 into area, matlab L square, right? So that will be option number 2, which we were expecting. By the way, in these type of question, if you know 1 or 2 or 3 of them, you can easily map it, no need to solve. But if it's a question like this, you can go like this, right? So this brings me to the completion of this dimension question. It was a little lengthier, but a standard question. So we'll consider it as a medium level question because we have to go through this. Whereas the option can make this question simpler also, right? Okay, fine. So I'll ask Sagar sir, I'll invite Sagar sir to continue with her maths discussion today. So please come, Sagar sir.
Thank you, Mike sir. Okay, so our first question in maths is Aij is equal to root 2 power I plus j, and A is a matrix, they wrote in short form, and sum of the third row of A square is alpha plus root 2 beta, then value of alpha plus beta we need. Okay, so first let me write the A, then just a second. Okay, so first we are going to write the A. First sum A11, that will be root 2 power 1 plus 1, that become 2. Then A12 root 2 power 1 plus 2, that is equal to root 2 power 3. It means 2 root 2. Similarly, if you find, this is going to be 4. Then A21, again total power will be 3, so that is 2 root 2. Then A22 total power will be 4, that is going to be 4. Then A23 total power is 5, that is going to be 4 root 2. Similarly, A31, that is 4, A32, 4 root 2, and A33 total power will be 6, so root 2 power 6 will be 8, 2 cube. This one is the A, and actually what do you want? A square. To get the A square, we just need to multiply A with A, okay? Let me write one more A here. We are just multiplying only 2 root 2, 4, then 2 root 2, 4, and 4 root 2. then 4, 4 root 2, 8. Acha, by the way, here what do you want? Sum of the third row of A2. Only third row of A2 we need, A square we need. So there is no need to find the complete A square. I am going to find directly sum of all the element of A square. Okay. So for A square, can I say I just need to multiply these two. Third row na, A31. For the first element of third row multiply with the first column. Okay. So 4 multiply by 2, these two and these two are going to be multiplied. For the second element of third row, A32, third row multiply by second row. So 4 multiply by this one, this is going to multiply, this one also. For third element A33, third row multiply by third column. So now if you focus here, then this 4 is going to multiply with 2. Then in next sum, 4 is going to multiply with 2 root 2. Then 4 is going to multiply by 4. So can I say that sum will be 4 into 2 plus 2 root 2 plus 4. Total sum I am writing directly. Similarly, when you write the sum of all the element of third row, then 4 root 2 multiply by 2 root 2, 4 root 2 multiply by here 4, and 4 root 2 multiply by 4 root 2. So at last that 4 root 2 into what will come? From this row, from this column 2 root 2, from this column 4 will come, and from this column 4 root 2. Similarly, at last 8 is going to multiply by these three elements. 4 plus 4 root 2 plus 8. Okay. This is the sum of all three elements of third row. 4 into 6 plus 2 root 2 we got. 4 root 2 into 4 plus 6 root 2 we got. And 8 into 12 plus 4 root 2 we got. Okay. Now if you multiply, this one is 24. 24. And here 4 root 2 into 6 root 2, that is equal to 48. Then 8 into 12, that is equal to 96. Okay. Now terms of irrational root 2 terms, this one is equal to 8 root 2. This is going to be 16 root 2. And this is going to be 32 root 2. Now what we got? 24 and 96, that is equal to 120, and 48, 168 plus 32, 840 and 16, 56. 56 root 2. If we compare, we got the value of alpha and beta. Now coming to next question, the value of the limit x tending to 0 cosec x into this one. Okay. If we put x equal to 0 here, cosec become infinity, and x equal to 0 root 5. This is also going to be root 5. Root 5 minus root 5 is 0. Infinity into 0 form. To solve the limit of infinity into 0, generally what we do, we write anyone in denominator so that you will get 0 by 0 or infinite by infinite. Okay, so cosec x I am writing in denominator. That can be written as 1 by sin x. By the way, this will be as it is. Now to remove this root, I am going to use the rationalization. If we use rationalization in denominator, root a plus root b, you will get 2 cos square x plus 3 cos x plus root over cos square x plus sin x plus 4. And in numerator, a square minus b square, 2 cos square x minus cos square x is cos square x. Now 3 cos x minus 3 cos x as it is, minus sin x and minus 4. Okay. Now we are x tending to 0, limit of x is tending to 0. Now this one is still 0 by 0 form, but this one is now finite. So I am going to put the value of this one directly. What it is going to be, if we put x equal to 0, root 5, 1, 4, 5, and this one is 0. So this is total 2 root 5. Okay. So that 2 root 5 I am writing outside, 2 root 5. Then here what we have, cos square x plus 3 cos x minus sin x minus 4 in denominator sin x. If we put x equal to 0, we are getting 0 by 0. Simply I am just using LS rule. If we differentiate 2 cos x minus sin x minus 2 cos x into sin x minus 3 sin x minus cos x. Differentiation of sin x is cos x. If we put x equal to 0, what we are going to get? Sin 0, this becomes 0, minus 1 in numerator and denominator is 1. So minus 1 by 2 root 5. Okay. So this is our limit answer, a easy problem. Now if 3 power 107 is divided by 23, then remainder is okay. So what they are asking, 3 power 107 is divided by 23, then what will be the remainder? Okay, remainder only we need to know. Now 3 power 107 VO. So we need to write this one. We need a power of 3 that can be written as multiple of 23 plus 1 or minus 1. Okay. So if we write 3 power 3, because 3 power 2 will be less than 23, so there is no meaning. That is equal to 27. And 27 is 23 plus 4. It means if you divide 3 power 3 by 23, you will get the remainder as 4. Okay. If we focus on 3 power 4, that is 81, and 81 can be written as 23 into how much? 3 times 23 into 3, that is equal to 69, and plus 12 will remain. Okay. So can I say this 3 power 4 is looks like 23 lambda plus 12. Remainder is 12 when you have 3 power 4. I need nearby 23, multiple of 23 plus or minus 1. Now 3 power 8 and 3 power 4. 3 power 4 if you multiply twice, it means total 3 power 8. Then that can be written as 23 lambda plus 12 whole square. When we expand this one, all terms will be multiple of 23 other than b square. So can I say that this can be written as multiple of 23 plus 12 square, 144. And if we divide 144 by 23, 23 into 5, that is equal to 115. If you add 23, what we are getting? 138. What will be the remainder? 6. So can I say this total can be considered as, if you divide this one by 23, you are getting remainder as 6. So 23 mu days plus 6, it means remainder will be 6. Okay. Now see, in 3 power 3 remainder is 4. In 3 power 8 remainder is 6. And if you multiply these remainder, you are getting 24, and then remainder will be 1. Okay. So 3 power 8 into 3 power 3, I am taking 3 power 11. 3 power 8 into 3 power 3. 3 power 8 can be written as 23 into something plus 6, and 3 power 3 can be written as 23, just a minute, 20, okay. Now 3 power 3 is 23 plus 4. When we multiply, this is going to be multiple of 23. This is also going to be multiple of 23, multiple of 23. Only this sum will not be multiple of 23, that is 24. And when you divide 24 by 23, what is the remainder you will get? Remainder will be 1. It means 3 power 11 is multiple of 23 plus 1. Remainder is going to be 1. So finally we got. Acha, what we have? 3 power 107. If you have any number multiple of 11, 3 power 11, that is the divisible, remainder is the 1. So we are writing this one as 3 power 11 whole power 9, 99 is over. And then further what we have? 3 power 8 is remaining. Okay. 3 power 11 can be written as 23 lambda days plus 1 whole power 9, and 3 power 8 can be written as 23 mu days plus 6. Okay. Now when we expand this one, this is going to be multiple of 23 plus 1. Remainder will be 1 here, and remainder is 6 here. So total remainder is going to be 6. Okay. 3 power 8. Now the next question. If the letter of the word Kanpur are arranged in dictionary order, it means rank question, then the 440th word is. Okay. So first all letters I am writing in alphabetical order. So A, then K, N, R and U. Okay, A, K and P, R, U. Now what do you want? 440th number of word. So first you write all the word which start with A. We have 5 remaining letter. So 5 place how many word will be there? 5 factorial. Then start with K, again 5 letter, 5 factorial. Then start with N. Still 5 later, 5 factorial, 120, 120, 120. Till now we got total 360 words. But we need 440th, we need to move forward. Now if I write all the words start with P, again will be 5 factorial, that is 120. If we add, we are getting 480, that will be more than 440. It means that word 440th word will be starting with P. Okay, so let me remove this P. If we remove this P, because now it is going to be fixed, what we have remaining? A, K, N, R, U. Same procedure we are going to follow again. Now first we are starting with A. Then how many remaining we have? 4. So that is equal to 4 factorial, that is 24. Then next one after A, K will be there. Again, if K I write here 4, then 4 factorial, that is equal to 24. Acha, till now 360, 24, 24. Still we didn't reach nearby 440. Then after K, what we write? N. So if we write N here, still 4 factorial, that is equal to 24. Acha, this total sum is 72. 360 and 72. Now that is equal to total sum of these two is equal to 432. Okay. Now we need 8th number of the term. Now P, N. After N what we have? R. If I write R here, then further 4 factorial, that will be 24, and that 440th what will come here. So now it means we need to move forward with R. So R is need to cancel. What we have remaining? A, K, and U. Now again same procedure we are going to follow. If we write A first, then remaining 3 later here, that is equal to 3 factorial 6. 432, 6, 438. Now we need only second next letter. So P, N, R. After A, K will start. Now K is going to be fixed. Now here A, N, U. And A, U, N. P, N, R, K, A, U, N. This one is 1 and this one is 1. Total sum is 440. So this is our 440th word. Okay. Now coming to next question. Fx equal to 0 to xt into this one. X belongs to 1, 3 and range of fx. Okay. So range of fx in given interval. Now what we know that minimum maximum occur either at critical point or the end point of given interval. So let me differentiate to get the critical point. F dash x, put the upper limit x, x square minus 3x plus 20, differentiation of upper limit 1, lower limit differentiation 0. So this is f dash x, and here x belongs to only 1, 3. In 1, 3 this x is positive, and it doesn't matter what is the value of x, but this value is always positive because d is less than 0. So can I say that f dash x is greater than 0? If f dash x is greater than 0, this our function fx is increasing. Okay. So therefore fx belongs to, it will be minimum at 1, it means f1, and maximum at 3, it means f3, because your function is maximum, so increasing. Now what we want? f1, f3. So I need to integrate to get first fx 0 to x. If you multiply t in, you are getting t cube minus 3t square plus 20t into dt. Okay. If we integrate t power 4 by 4 minus t cube and plus 10t square 0 to x. If we put upper limit minus lower limit, we are getting x power 4 by 4 minus x cube plus 10 x square. Okay. So first minimum f1, if you put x equal to 1, 1 by 4 minus 1 plus 10, that is equal to 9 plus 1 by 4, 37 by 4. This is the minimum value. And maximum is f3, if you put x equal to 3. Acha, in these two x cube common, it means 3 cube common. Then 3 by 4 minus 1 and 3 square 9 into 10, that is equal to 90. So what we got? 27. 3 by 4 minus 1 is minus 1 by 4. That 90 minus 1 by 4 into 27 minus 27 by 4. 360 minus 27, 360 and 333 by 4. Just a minute. 360 minus 27. Okay. Now the next, so this is your minimum value and this one is your maximum value. Now the next question is, Let the line L be x minus 1 by 1 equal to y minus 4 by 3 equal to z minus 7 by 5. And the foot of perpendicular from this point is alpha plus comma beta comma gamma. Then value of alpha plus beta plus gamma. Okay. Again a standard question, easy one. X minus 1 by 1 equal to y minus 4 by 3 equal to z minus 7 by 5. And what is the point we have? That is 1 comma minus 2 comma minus 1. We are dropping the foot of perpendicular and this point is alpha comma beta comma gamma as they are saying. Okay. Now what do you want? Value of alpha plus beta plus gamma. Now first I am assuming this point lies on this line now. So in terms of lambda, that point can be considered as lambda plus 1, 3 lambda plus 4 and 5 lambda plus 7. Okay. Now what will be the drs of this line? x2 minus x1 lambda, y2 minus y1 3 lambda plus 6 and z2 minus z1 5 lambda plus 8. Now actually this line is perpendicular to this line. So a1 a2 plus b1 b2 plus c1 c2 equal to 0. a1 a2 lambda, b1 b2 is equal to 9 lambda plus 18 and c1 c2 is equal to 25 lambda plus 40, that is equal to 0. 25, 9 and 1 35 lambda, 18 and 40, that is equal to 58 equal to 0. Lambda is equal to minus 58 by 35. This value of lambda we got. Now what do you want? Alpha plus beta plus gamma. Alpha plus beta plus gamma. What are alpha, beta, gamma? These are the only value. Add them. Alpha 3 lambda, 3 alpha, 3 lambda, 4 lambda and 5 lambda, that is equal to 9 lambda. 9 lambda 1 4 7, that is equal to 12. Okay. Now we just put the value of lambda here and later you will calculate and you will get your marks plus 4. I hope you got it. Now the next question. Okay. So this is now for the maths. Now next the chemistry, ma'am.
Hello my dear student, I think your paper went well. Now we will start the question of the chemistry. What is the first question here that we are saying? That this question is from the carriers method. This question is asked, the exactly same question is asked in the previous shift as well as. Only what is the difference? That the value is going to be different there. Okay. So what we know, what we have to find here, that what is the percentage of sulfur present in the organic compound. So we can do this question by direct formula. What is the formula? That percentage of sulfur will be 32 divided by 233 multiplied by, here I have to put weight of BaSO4, weight of BaSO4, and in the denominator I have to put weight of organic compound multiplied by 100. Okay. So directly if you are going to put the values in this formula, you will get the answer. So what is the value? What is the weight of BaSO4 that is given? That is 0.41. Okay. So it will be 32 multiplied by 0.41 multiplied by 100 divided by 233 multiplied by 0.2. When you are going to solve this, you will get the answer. That will be around 28%. Okay. So answer is 28 for this question. Let's do the next question. What is the next question here? That the number of benzenoid structural isomer having molecular formula CnH12 which do not give Bayer's reagent test. What we know? That Bayer's reagent test is for the test of unsaturation, and we know that this benzene is not going to give the Bayer's reagent test. What is the formula they have given? That is C9H12. So first we will see that if it is not giving any Bayer's reagent test, what will be the structure?
benzenoid structure, that here benzene will have 6 carbon, here they have given C9, okay. So there will be 3 carbons extra here. This is the first structure. What is the next structure I can form? I can form the structure like this as well as, okay. What is the next structure I can form? That I can put these 2 carbon here and I can put a methyl group at this position. Now I can change the position of the methyl group, that will be the next structure. Same thing I can do here, that I will change the position of the methyl group, okay. Now next what I can do, that in all the 3 position, adjacent 3 position, what I can put? I can put the methyl group. Next structure what I can form? That there will be 2 methyl group here and 1 is going to be here. What is the next structure that I can form here? That 1 methyl is present here, 1 is here and 1 is here, okay. So total how many structural isomer are possible which will not give the test with the Bayer's reagent? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So what will be the answer for this question? That is 8. Let's move to the next question. What they have asked, okay. So consider the following thermochemical reaction and choose the correct option. You have to tell, they have given the delta H. You have to tell the relation, okay. So what is the delta H here for the first question? First reaction I will consider delta H1 is X kilojoule. For the second, delta H2 is, okay, I have to write here minus X because it is exothermic reaction. Delta H2 will be minus Y kilojoule and delta H3 is minus Z kilojoule, okay. Now I have to find the relation. What I know that when I am going to subtract this second from the third, I will get the first, okay. Because in the reactant side there is diamond and in the product side what is happening, forming here, that is graphite. So what I know that delta H1 will be delta H2 minus delta H3. What is the value of delta H1 given there? That is minus X. What is delta H2? That is minus Y, okay. And delta H3 is minus Z. So what will be the answer? Minus X will be minus Y plus Z, okay. What I can write here? That X equals to Y minus Z. What is the answer here? That X equals to Y minus Z. So third will be the correct answer here. Let's do the next question. That which of the following will give azo dye test, okay. So what we know about azo dye test, that it is going to given by the aromatic amine, okay, primary aromatic amine. So which one is the primary aromatic amine? That is aniline. So first one is going to be the correct answer here. Let's see the next one. Which of the following are essential amino acid? So what we have to tell here, that which of the following are essential amino acid, okay. So we know valine is going to be essential amino acid, okay. Proline is not. Next is threonine is also essential amino acid. Tyrosine is not, and methionine is also essential amino acid. So what will be the answer? A, C and E. That is in the third one, okay. Now I would like to invite our maths faculty to continue further.
Hello everyone. Already your examination is completed, so I think all of you trying those sum. So if you solve and already you are getting the answer, so please keep into the comment box. Keep what answer are you getting? Because that's why you are not taking here the option. Because option we don't know maybe the right or wrong, because all the question are the memory based. So if you are getting the answer, please keep into the comment box. Yeah. Exhaustive value of the A for which the equation this one has no real root is alpha beta. Means indirectly they are asking find the range of the A if no real root. If the no real root, that means the discriminant is less than 0. Discriminant is less than 0. So you can write this one. 2x square a minus 5x plus 15 minus 3a is equal to 0. Now this quadratic equation, no real root. So discriminant is equal to 0. So what the discriminant value will come from here? A minus 5 whole square minus 4 into 2 into 15 minus 3a less than 0. Even not equal to also. Because they are saying no real roots are there. And here also we can identify, you can see here, open interval are there. Obviously after that the calculation will come. A square plus 25, a square plus 25 minus 10a minus, how much this one? 15 into 2, 30, 30 into 4, 120, 120 plus 4 into 2, 8, 8 into 3, 24a. Now a square, from here 24 and 10, so we can get here plus 14a minus 25 minus 120, so we can get here 95. Now you can find the a value. So what the a value will come? Less than 0. So a value, whatever the value, if the a1, a2, from here we can find this is the alpha, this is the beta value. Easily by the calculation you can find those things. If you can got the answer in the comment box, write down. Yes. See this question. If all you can check, it is there, everybody notes also, like that the sum. Because this model or the famous model is there already, like that sum came into the previous year. Only in the previous year there, number were the less, but here the more number is there, 2024 is there. One thing you can see here, this one, all the number are there. A1, A 2024, A 2024. So what this one? Addition will come 2025. Here all the number is there. Simply we have to be check how many number is here. How many numbers are there. So here you can find number. So 2020, 2020. First is 5 plus n minus 1. And common difference is equal to 5 only. So what we should write? 2015 by 5 plus 1 is equal to n. So n is equal to, we can find from here, 403 plus 1, 404. We can find here the 404. And this number also you can take. This number and this number you can take. So we can write total number will come 406. Now we can see as the AP property we know, first term and last term, second last term, sum are the equal. As here A1 plus A1 plus 2024, this value is equal to A5 plus A 2020. Just you can see, this sum are the equal. These all are the equal only. So like that 404 and plus 2, 406 is there. So like that each one will get the 1 pair. So this we can write, this number is equal to, in the pair, so divided by 2, 203 A1 plus A 2024. We can write here. This value is equal to how much given? 2233. From here you can cancel. This one will come 11. So what we can find? First term and last term sum is equal to first term and the last term sum is equal to 11 we can find. Again the same thing here you can see. Here you can see how many numbers are there here. 2024, everyone become the pair. Everyone become the pair. So can we write this is equal to total number 2024. So everyone will get the pair. So number of pair will come 1012 A1 plus 2024. So 1012 into 11 is your the answer. Yeah, now we can come to the next sum. Linear type sum has the infinite many solution, then m takes the 2 value. Infinite solution, that means here the delta is equal to 0, delta 1 also 0, delta 2 also 0, and delta 3 also 0. So we can take here, first of all you can take the delta. By the way, delta you can take now, so you are not able to find the any m value. So why not we can take the delta 1. So you can remove the x coefficient. Now we are taking the y coefficient. So 1, 1, 1, 2, 4, m, 2, 4, m, here 4, 10, m square is equal to 0. Now from here easily you can find the m value. Obviously the m2 value will come, it will come in a quadratic equation. So this m value are here alpha and beta. Once you can keep here the alpha and beta, and then you can find summation of this one like that, 1, maybe 2, and this summation already you know, means m value only you have to find. Once you can get the m value, you can keep here in place of alpha beta. After that the sum of the square term or sum of the cube term will come. So that term easily you can solve here. Now area sum. Area sum graph is the important part. Once you are able to draw the diagram, then you can solve the sum. Here you can see, here it is there, circle. So how we can draw the circle? One comma 0. This is 1 comma 0. This is 0 comma 1. 0 comma minus 1. Minus 1 comma 0. Now we can draw the diagram of this part, because this diagram are the easy. Here see one thing, this value always will come the positive. If this value will come the always positive, that means the x value lies between minus 1 to 1 only. So minus 1 to 1. So I am keeping here minus 1 and 1. Means this is our the boundary. So beyond that it won't be go. Means the value between minus 1 to 1 it is there. If the value between minus 1 to 1, and then we can see the upper side. Ki y. So for the y, x is equal to 0 we can take. So y is equal to plus or minus will come. So for this is the positive we can take. So obviously modulus is there. So modulus we can remove. Means the modulus y is equal to 5. So we can remove the modulus. So what it will come? Y is equal to plus or minus 5. So plus or minus 5 will come like that. So whatever the value are the positive, this become the negative also. Now this diagram, you can come here. This part we have to be find. So how we can find this part? First of all we can take here. So this one area we have to be find. So this one area, first of all circle is there the outside. So circle area is equal to what? Only I am seeing the first quadrant. So first quadrant pi by 4. है ना? After that we can subtract this part area. So this part area what? Y, x1, x2 and dx. So y is equal to 1 minus x square, and x value we can find here 0 to 1, and dx. We can easily find this value. So this value how we can find? X minus x cube by 3. X minus x cube by 3. If you are getting the answer, so keep into the comment box fast. 1 minus 1 by 3. So what the value will come? 2 by 3. If the 2 by 3 will come, 2 by 3 what? This part of the area. So pi by 4 and this one, then multiply with the 4 and we can get the answer. By the way, pi by 4, this 4 cancel, 8 by 3 over here become the alpha value. So alpha value is equal to 8 by 3. If they will ask about the decimal, so you can divide and then you can write. 1 minute. They are asking about the alpha. So alpha what we can get here? 8 by 3 alpha. They are asking about 9 alpha value. 8 by 3, this 3 cancel, answer is equal to 24. So you can check how many of it correct. Yeah. Now again, this question belongs to the progression. Log y is equal to x into log to the power 2 by 5. So we have to find the y value in terms of the x. Log y is equal to, we can write log 2 by 5 whole to the power x. So now we are going to compare here. So y is equal to what? Y is equal to, we can get here 2 by 5 whole to the power x. We can get. Now this one here you can keep where? From 0 to infinite, and this is our y value. So open the expansion this one, so we can get 0. So 2 by 5 power 0 means the 1 only, directly we can write 2 by 5 whole square, so on up to infinite is there. So here you can see common ratio are less than 1 only. If the common ratio are less than 1, so first term divided by 1 minus common ratio. So here we can write first term 1 minus 2 by 5, 1 by 3 by 5 means 5 by 3. This value will come 1.66. Yeah. Another sum is there. 2 point this lies on the circle whose center lies on this point. Center lies on this point. Then the length of the chord whose midpoint is this one. Easy question only. Length is there. As always I am saying, circle question conceptually easy, but the calculative is there. Do one thing here. Here you can take this coordinate, means center is passing through here, so can we write alpha? Alpha is equal to 3 alpha plus 2 by 2 minus. Yeah, we can write this one. This circle is passing through the 2 points. So which 2 point? 4, 2. And another point is there 0, 2. Can we equate the distance? Because this is a radius, so both the length are the equal. If we can equate, from here we can find the alpha value. Once we can find the alpha value, we can find the center. Once we can find the center, then we can find the radius also. Once we can get the center and radius, so we can write the equation of the circle. Once the equation of the circle, so midpoint chord formula, all of you know, S1 is equal to S11. Either this way you can go, but what the most of the students are going to do mistake in that during the examination, if you will take this one and then you can try to find the intersection point, it will take more time. How you can save your the time during examinations here? They are saying midpoint. So midpoint here 1 comma 2. Alpha we know already. Alpha we know already. Radius also we know already. So 1 comma 2 and this one you can find the distance this one. Radius also you know already. If this distance are d, so this length they are asking, so we can write r square minus d square under root. This part multiply with the 2, that is the length of the chord. This thing in the next, maybe not right now, for the April month, this formula we should not be used for the intersection. Once you can use, it will take more time. Yeah, now this much sum only came. Now physics sir is going to be explain the another sum. Yeah, sir.
Okay, hello everyone, right? So let's start with the next problem of physics. Like Mohit sir had discussed few problems of this one, right? Okay, so let's see here. This one is the first problem, and this is from the gravitation. What they are asking to us, two planets A and B are revolving around a massive star such that R equals to 2B, MA equals to this. Find the ratio of angular momentum of the planet B to planet A, right? So they are asking basically what is the ratio of angular momentum of planet A to planet B, right? So if we are in general taking this, let's say this is the heavy planet of mass M over here, right? From this one, let's say at a R distance, another, I mean this is a star we are considering, and this is planet we have, let's say this is any planet of mass M over here, let's say A is here, right? So if the velocity of this one is V, then what's the angular momentum if we are considering? The angular momentum is L equals to mvr because it's a perpendicular. So this is M. What is the orbital velocity? This is root over Gm by R into what is this perpendicular distance r. So you can say the angular momentum is m, and this is root over Gm into r, right? So this is the general formula we have. If we are writing for the A, either let's write for the B. So what if for B? This is mb, and this is root over Gm, and this is rb, right? And what is for LA? The mass of A, and this is root over Gm into this is R A over here, right? So let's divide it. So on dividing, what we are getting in this one, this is LA by LB is equals to, what is the LA we have? This is, sorry, LB by LA we have to find. So this is LB by LA. This is MB. You can see this same term will be cancelled out. This is root over RB over here by, this is MA. What is the MA we have? This is 4 root 3 times of MB, and this is root over RA. What is the RA we have? RA is 2 RB, so you can say this is 2 RB we have. So MB will be cancelled out, it will be cancelled out. So LB by LA is equals to 1 by 4, and this is 3 into 2, 6. So the answer is 1 by 4 root 6 we have, right? So 1 by 4 root 6 is the answer, but no option is matching in this one. Maybe there will be some error in this one because it's a memory based problem, right? So the correct answer will be 1 by 4 root 6 according to this given problem, right? Okay, now let's move on the next one. This is the problem we have from thermodynamics. On increasing the pressure, the volume decreases is more in isothermal process than an adiabatic process. Reason is for adiabatic process is given that Vb by power gamma equals to constant, right? So what we know for the isothermal and adiabatic process, like when we are writing the slope of this one, like dp by dv for adiabatic, that is greater than equals to dp by dv for this isothermal, right? So in this one they are saying for same change in pressure for which the dv will be more, right? So you can say it's a inverse relation is here. So when you will reverse it, then dv by dp for isothermal will be more than dv by dp in adiabatic. So dv in isothermal will more decreases or increases as compared to the adiabatic, right? So this one is the correct, and this is happening due to this reason as well, because when we are taking PV by power gamma equals to constant, we are differentiating for finding the slope. So this is also correct. So statement 1 is correct, as well as, I mean, the assertion is correct as well as the reason is correct. So second is the correct answer for this, right? Okay. Now let's move on the next one. A capacitor of 6 microfarad initially charged with a 5 volt over here is disconnected and connected to the another capacitor of 12 microfarad. Then they are asking, what is the charges on C1 and C2, right? So let's see here, this is the capacitor we have. The capacitor is initially connected with the 5 volt over here. This is 6 microfarad we have. So you can just see, this is plus 30 microcoulomb, this is minus 30 microcoulomb over here, right? So now we are disconnecting it with the battery and we are connecting it with the another uncharged capacitor of 12 microfarad over here, right? So this is 6 microfarad. So you can observe if we are removing to this one, so charge will remains conserved. So we can say the final charge will remains, I mean total final charge will remains at 30 microcoulomb over here, right? Now in this one, you know, these are in parallel combination, so can we say their potentials will be same? Either you can do it directly. How we can do it? This is 6 and this is 12. So can we say Q equals to CV? If their V are same, so can we say the Q1 by Q2 will be in the ratio of 1 by 2, right? So total charge is 30, so you can divide it, so it will become 10 and 20 over here, right? But you can solve it as well. What is the charge on this one? 6V. What is the charge on this one? 12V. So we can say 6V plus 12V is equals to initial charge is 30. So this is 18V is equals to 30 over here. So V is equals to 5 by 3 volt we have. So what is the charge on one? CV, C is 6 and V is what? 5 by 3. So this is 10 microfarad over here. If we are writing for Q2, so this is 12 into 5 by 3. So that is equals to 20 microcoulomb over here, right? Now let's move on the next one. So correct option for this one is what? 10 and 20, right? Only one option is there. You have to just solve for one as well. We'll got the answer, right? Okay. Now let's move on the next one. So 3 particles of same masses are moving as shown in the figure, right? This is they are kept on the same plane. This is A, B and C. This velocities are 5 meter per second, 2 meter per second and 4 meter per second, right? In this one, so statement 1 is after all collisions velocities are 4 meter per second, 2 meter per second and 5 meter per second they are saying, right? So you can see in this one what will happen. If you are observing to this one, so it's elastic collision. If there is a same masses in case of elastic collision, so you know the velocities will be interchanged, right? So when it will collide with this, so velocity of A becomes 2 meter per second and velocity of B becomes 5 meter per second, right? Now B will collide with the C which have 4 meter per second. So after collision their velocities will be interchanged. So velocity of B becomes 4 meter per second and velocity of C becomes 5 meter per second, right? So you can see this one is the incorrect we have, right? So statement 1 is incorrect. What is the statement 2? Velocities are get interchanged. This is the concept we applied over here. This one is correct. So statement 1 is incorrect and statement 2 is correct. So this one is the correct answer we have, right? Now let's move on the next problem. So this is electromagnetic wave propagating along positive x-axis. They are saying, right? Positive x-axis, this is the propagating vector we have. Then electric field and magnetic field are directed along. Electric field and magnetic field, we know the electromagnetic wave is directed along E cross B, right? E cross B over here. So you can just observe in this one, if we are taking this one is Y and this one is Z, which is outward over here. So when you will take E cross B, then it will comes on this side. So this should be the direction of E and this should be the direction of B. Now you can just imagine E cross B is here. So this is along positive Y axis and this is along positive Z axis over here, right? So E is along Y and this is along Z. So YZ is the answer we have, right? So 4 is the correct option for this one. Now let's move on the next one. If we are moving on the next problem, so a converging lens of focal length 20 centimeter made of glass, this 1.5 is immersed completely into the water of 4 by 3, right? We'll use 4 by 3 and we'll use 3 by 2 for this one. So it will be, we have like a converging lens of focal length in centimeter, right? Focal length in air is what? 24 centimeter. Simply you have to use the lens maker formula in this one, right? So what is the lens maker formula? 1 by f is equals to mu of the lens by mu of the surrounding. But for air we are writing mu of the lens minus 1 if we are writing for air, and this is 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2 over here, right? Now what we'll write for the surrounding, I mean if we are immersing into the liquid over here, so this is mu of the lens by mu of the water minus 1, and this is 1 by r1 minus 1 by what? R2. So let's divide this two term, it will be cancel out. So you can say Fm is equals to Fa into, this is what? Mu 2 minus 1 into, if we will solve to this one, it will be mu W by, this is mu L minus mu W over here. So all the data is given in this one. So let's put it here. Fm is equals to, I mean in the medium is equals to 24 into, this is given 3 by 2 minus 1, that is 0.5, means you can say 1 by 2 over here, right? Mu W is what? It's 4 by 3 by, what for this one? This is mu 2 minus mu W. What is the mu 2 we have? It's 3 by 2 minus, what is this one? It's mu W is 4 by 3 over here. So can we say it's a 1 by 6 over here? So this is 1 by 6, 6 will be cancelled out with the 6. So this is 24 into 4. So you can just say the 96 centimeter will be answer for this, right? Option is not available. So 96 is the answer for this one. Now let's move on the next problem. This is the gate problem we have. Let's see what is happening in this one. This is A over here, right? If this is A, so it is giving A to this, and this is connected to the B over here, right? If this is connected to B, so this is B, so here is the B bar we have, right? So this is A and this is B bar, so this one is the simple AND gate we have. So this is A into B bar for this, right? For this one you can say B is same, but A becomes A bar due to this NOT gate over here. So output will be B into A bar over here. This is OR gate we have, so OR gate is A plus B. So this input is what? A B bar plus this is B A bar over here, right? So basically if we observe the JEE syllabus, I mean according to the NTA, this is not in our syllabus, right? This is basically XOR gate we have. So they haven't named it like XOR gate, right? But they have given the problem based on this. So now on the basis of this one, you have to draw the truth table. Now you can just see to this one. If you are taking in this one, let's put the data if you want. For XOR gate, this is a standard expression. Let's take anyone. Like you can see, if we are taking A as 1 and B as 0, whatever you want to take. So it will be 0 and this one will be 1, right? Plus, if you are taking this one as B, suppose B is 1 over here. This is 1 and this is 1, right? So 1, because when we put A is 0, A bar is 1, so it will becomes 1 over here, right? So if we are taking one as lower input and another as higher input, so always we'll get the output, right? But when we are taking the same input like A and B has same values, then we are not getting the output over here, right? So according to this one, second one is the answer for this one. You can just calculate by using this expression, right? Okay. Okay, so that's it for the physics. Now Anand sir will come and he will explain the few problems of chemistry, right? Okay, thank you.
Hello everyone, welcome back again. So I'm here with some new questions of the chemistry. So let's see what we got in today's paper. So the first question is again, see you can see here, they have asked very easy question. What they have asked, determine the type of oxide formed by element E which has smallest size among the following. Smallest size among the following. So which one is having smallest size? If you see lithium, sodium, potassium, beryllium, boron, magnesium. When we move lithium, beryllium and boron, out of these three, when we are moving left to right, so boron will have what? Small size. And if boron is having small size, and we know boron oxidation state is what? Valency is what? +3. So it will form the oxide B2O3. And what they have given? They have given in the form of E2O3. So it will become E2O3. So option number 1 will be the correct answer here. Okay. Moving forward to the next question. In the next question, again they have asked from paper chromatography, simply you can say chromatography. In paper chromatography, stationary phase is paper. So if you remember in the paper chromatography, paper is just for support. In this one we can say this is liquid chromatography. So what they have given? It is paper, solid, no. So this one is going to be wrong. Now in the case of second one, thin layer chromatography, liquid used as stationary phase. So in thin layer chromatography, what we were having? We are having the coating of silica gel, which is of silica gel, or sometimes we use alumina also, which is a solid. So here it is a solid liquid chromatography we can say. So this one is also incorrect. So both statement is incorrect. Statement number 1 and statement number 2 are incorrect options. So option number 4 will be the correct answer here. Now moving forward to the next question. In the next question from the electrolysis part, electrochemistry, which of the following gives predominantly O2 on electrolysis among the following? So what they have given? In all the cases aqueous concentration diluted. So in the case of aqueous AgNO3, we are having Ag plus as well as H plus and NO3 minus plus OH negative. Whereas in this case, if you see NO3 minus will not oxidize, OH negative will convert into O2. That means aqueous AgNO3 will give O2 gas. Now if you see here what they have given, platinum electrodes and silver electrodes. A platinum electrode be generally used as inert electrode, whereas silver can react. So first one is going to give you what? O2. This one is not possible. Again in the case of concentrated H2SO4, what we are getting? H2OH, thiosulfate we will get. So this one also, in the case of H2SO4 dilute, we will get O2. We will get O2 here also. So A and D will be the correct option. Option number 3. Option number 3 will be the correct answer here. Option number 3 will be the correct answer here. Moving forward to the next question. In the next question, what they have given, 7.3 gram benzyl acetone is synthesized from 10.6 gram benzaldehyde using acetone as other reactant. So benzaldehyde we are having. Benzaldehyde. They have given 10.6 gram. 10.6 gram. Molecular weight of this one is 106 gram per mole. It is reacting with acetone, CH3, C double bond O, CH3, and it is forming benzyl acetone. It is forming benzyl acetone. Benzyl acetone. Benzyl acetone. This is benzyl acetone. Benzyl acetone, and how much weight they have given? Weight they have given 7.3 gram. 7.3 gram, and the molecular weight is 146 gram per mole. 146 gram per mole. Number of mole will be weight upon molecular weight. 7.3 divided by 146, it will be equal to 1 upon 20. 1 upon 20. This side number of moles, 10.6 divided by 106, it will be equal to 1 upon 10. So if you see, 1 upon 10 mole is giving what? 1 upon 20 moles. 1 upon 20 moles. So this one is 0.1. This one is equal to 0.05. So if you see, the amount that we are getting is what? Half. So percentage will be what? 50%. the yield of the reaction is basically 50%. 50%. So now option number 2 will be the correct answer here. So now moving forward to the next question. In the next question, so this is from first order kinetics, chemical kinetics. Simple question is there, just it looks like heavy. So a drug becomes ineffective when it decomposes to 50% its concentration if 16 mg of said drugs, if 16 mg of drugs becomes 4 mg in 12 months. 16 mg is becoming 4 mg. 4 mg in 12 months. 12 months. Find the time in which drug become ineffective given that decomposition of drug is following first order kinetics. Is following first order kinetics. This one is 16 mg, this one is 4 mg. So if we are going from 16 to 8, 16 to 8, that means 50%. Again 50%. 4 mg. So how much T half we are taking? We are taking 2 T half. We are taking 2 T half. So if you remember the first order kinetics, so T half is equal to 0.693 upon K, which is basically independent from initial concentration. Independent from initial concentration. Independent from initial concentration. So the time what we are taking here and the time what we are taking here will be equal. So what we are taking here, 12 months, that means 6 months this side, 6 months this side. So the answer will be 2. Correct option will be 2. 6 months we will take. Moving forward to the next question. In the next question, what they have asked, find number of non-bonding electron in NO2 minus. NO2 minus. So draw the structure. NO2 minus. Negative charge. 3 lone pair this side. Double bond O. 2 lone pair here. And 1 lone pair is here. 1 lone pair is here. So number of non-bonding electron is 1, 2, and this side 3, 4, 5, 6. So lone pair is 6. So non-bonding electron 6 into 2, that is 12. 12 non-bonding electrons are there. 12 non-bonding electrons are there. Now move to the next question. In the next question, what they have asked, predict the value of magnetic moment given coordination compound is this and this. So in both the cases, what we have to calculate here, in this case, iron is present in Fe plus 3. In this case, iron is present in Fe plus 2. What is the atomic number and configuration? Atomic number and configuration is what? This 4H2 3D6. In case of Fe plus 3, it will become 3D5. 3D5. The number of unpaired electron will be 5. Why it is 5? Because what we are having? We are having weak field ligand. No pairing. This one also weak field ligand. No pairing will take place. So number of unpaired electron will be 5. So if you remember the μs formula, that is N into N plus 2 Bohr magneton. So for this one, μs will come 5.9 Bohr magneton after solving this. In the case of Fe plus 2, it will be 3D6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So number of unpaired electron is 4. So μs will become 4.9 Bohr magneton. 4.9 Bohr magnetons. 5.9 and 4.9. So option number 1 will be the correct answer here. Option number 1 will be the correct answer. Now moving forward to the next question. In the next question, what they have asked, how many maximum spectral lines are observed when a sample of hydrogen atom excited from n is equal to 4 to n is equal to 1. Basically it is given n is equal to 1. So what is the formula? Number of spectral line is equal to n2 minus n1 plus 1 divide by 2. So in this one, this is n2, this is n1. 4 minus 1 plus 1 divide by 2. So 3 into 4 divide by 2. So it will be equal to 6. So number of spectral line that we are observing here is 6. Moving forward to the next question. In this question, it looks like easy question, but you need to remember the color of the compound which They have mentioned in NCERT also. So find spin only magnetic moment of yellow colored complex. Yellow colored complex. So if you don't know the color of the complex, it will be very difficult to do. So in this one is having yellow color. This one is having yellow color, whereas this compound is having chocolate brown. Chocolate brown color. Chocolate brown. And in this case, Zn2, it will have a white color. White color. And this complex is having greenish brown. Greenish brown. Greenish brown. This one is having greenish brown. So which one is having yellow color? This complex. This complex is having yellow color. Now we need to find spin only magnetic moment. NO2 6. So in this case, cobalt is having +3 oxidation state, +3 oxidation state, and NO2 is a strong field ligand, strong field ligand. So CO +3 will be having 3d6. So 3d6 in octahedral field, it will split like that. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So basically configuration will be T2G6 and Ag0. So number of unpaired electron 0. So mu S will be 0 Bohr magneton. 0 Bohr magneton. So the answer of this question will be 0. Answer of this question will be 0. Moving forward to the next question. Okay. So this is what we got in the chemistry section. Now physics sir will come and he will explain you about the physics question. Thank you. Best of luck.
Hello dear students, how are you all? Hope everyone is fine. Hello dear students, how are you all? Hope everyone is fine. Well, we will be continuing the next of the remaining physics questions which we have received from our students. So almost I hope all the students has written their exam very well. Let's come back to this point. In this question, what he has given. Figure shows two spherical surface of radius capital R having common centers. So here already he has given that this particular figure is having a common center. If the object is placed at O, find the distance between the first image formed by the both surface. So we need to find out the distance between the images. So basically in order to simplify the finding out the distance in between the images, I would like to take this part as the first side and I would like to take this part as the second side. In order to find out this part from this, I'll use the basic formula that is nothing but mu2 by v minus mu1 by u equals to mu2 minus mu1 by r, and let's solve that part directly. In this case, I'm using this mu2. So let us take mu2 is going to be what? 1.5. Mu1 is, this is basically air. So its refractive index is going to be how much? 1. So mu2 by v. So mu2 is going to be how much? 1.5 whole divided by v minus mu1 by u. So mu1 is going to be what? Air. So its refractive index is basically going to be how much? 1 whole divided by u. U is nothing but this is a point which is at a distance of nothing but r by 2, and it is on the left side. Using the sign convention, I wish to take it as here minus of r by 2 is equals to mu2 minus mu1 by r. So mu2 is 1.5, mu1 is nothing but 1 whole divided by the distance. Again it is going to be how much? R by 2, which is on the left side. Okay, now let's come back to the point. Distance we have to take here, right, exactly as r, minus of r. So with this case, I can take here 1.5 by v, and can I write 1.5 as 3 by 2? Can I write 1.5 as 3 by 2? So this is going to be what? 3 by 2v minus in minus plus. This is 2 by r is equals to 1.5 minus of 1 is going to be how much? 0.5. So I can take here directly 0.5 can be written as 1 by 2r. So minus 1 by 2r I'm taking here. Sending this plus 2 by r on the other side. So I'm taking 3 by 2v is equals to minus 1 by 2r minus of 2 by r. So I can take here 3 by 2v equals, in this case I can directly substitute the values. So this is nothing but 2 2's 4s, and this is nothing but minus of 5 by 2r. Hope you got this part. Now, from this case, I can bring the value of this V, which is going to be how much? This 2 and this 2 will get cancelled. And the value of V is going to be how much? Minus of 3 by 5. Minus of 3 by 5 r. So this is nothing but minus 3 by 5 r means the total distance is, if this is r, the total distance is going to be how much? 2r. So that means I can say this whole part is going to be how much? 2r, and my image is forming somewhere here. So this is going to be how much? This is 3r by 5. Hope you got my point. Right? Now similarly, this is our first part, that is going to be how much? 3r by 5. Minus indicates during the sign convention because of sign convention. Now nextly we will just follow this particular factor, and we are going to use the same formula again, mu2 by v minus mu1 by u equals to mu2 minus mu1 by r. So now in this case, so this part is going to be how much? Mu1, that is air, and this part is going to be how much? Mu2. So I would like to take mu2 is going to be 1.5 and v is going to be, as I will like to take this part as v1 for my convenience, and then after that I will like to go for the next case, mu2 by v, whatever the image distance that I am going to get from here is going to be how much? V2, and mu2 by v minus of mu1 by u. This is mu1 is nothing but 1, and its u is nothing but the total distance from here to here. It's going to be r plus r by 2. It's going to be how much? 3r by 2. So I would like to take here 3r by 2. That too I wish to send it to the numerator side, is equals to mu2 minus mu1. Mu2 is 1.5, mu1 is 1, whole divided by the distance here. This total distance is going to be how much? Directly I can say this particular factor is going to be how much? R, right? And that way it is on the right side. So now if I simplify, this is going to be how much? 3 by 2 into v2 minus of 2 by 3 into v1, which is equals to 2 by 3r minus of, this is going to be 0.5r, and this is 0.5 can also be written as 1 by 2r. I can send this particular factor, and this is going to be 3 by 2 v2, which is equals to 1 by 2r plus of 2 by 3r. So now with this case, I'm going to simplify this part. 3 by 2v2, which is equals to 3 plus 4, that is 7 by 6r you will be getting here. 7 by 6r, and 2 1s, 2 3s. So finally we are going to get the value of v2, that is nothing but 9 by 7r. So if you take v2 is equals to 9 by 7r, we got the value of v2 as 9 by 7r. v1 is 3 by 5r. Don't get worried about this minus. Minus is because of sign convention. Directly I can subtract this part, as he said us to find out the distance between the first two images. So I can say that distance is going to be what? 9 by 7r minus of 3 by 5r. So it's going to be how much? 9 5 is 45 minus 21, that is nothing but you will be getting here around something like 4r by 27 something, you will be getting this part. Okay, 4r by 7 5 is 35. Denominator you can take a 4r by 35, you will be getting the answer. That's it. Hope you got this one. So let's go for the next case. In this question, what he has given, a dipole is placed such that its axis is perpendicular to the infinite sheet charge. So therefore already he mentioned as the dipole, that is nothing but minus a and plus a, and select the correct options. So in a dipole, basically I can say that net torque is going to be 0. Yes, of course. So we can say that net torque is going to be 0, while the net force is also going to be 0, while the potential energy will be minimum. Let's check these conditions are there or not. Net torque is 0, but force is negative. So that is negative x-axis. This is not possible. Net torque 0 and potential energy is going to be minimum. Yes, of course. And net torque is 0, net force is also 0. Yes, of course, this is also correct. And net torque and u in potential energy both are maximum. This is wrong. So according to this particular factor, our answer B and C is going to be correct for this case. So therefore option 2 will be the correct answer for this one. Right? Let's go for the next question. Now a cup of coffee take time t to cool from 90 degrees to 80 degrees Celsius in the surrounding temperature is how much? He has given 20 degrees Celsius. If the similar cup of coffee is cooled from 80 to 60 degrees Celsius in the same surrounding, how much time does it take? So this is a concept related to the Newton law of cooling. So we have a general formula for this part. d theta by dt is equals to k into theta average minus of the theta surrounding. So I would like to take here d theta by dt means I am subtracting both the temperatures here. So 90 minus of 80 is going to be how much? 10 whole divided by the time t is nothing but here tau he has given. So we will take this in terms of t only, we will take here is equals to k is a constant into theta average. I want to find out theta average means I need to add both the term, divide by 2. So 90 plus 80 whole divided by 2 minus of theta surroundings. Already he mentioned as the theta surrounding is going to be how much? 20. Okay, now I wish to keep this part as usual, and now he said that again he is cooling this particular factor from where to where, 80 degrees Celsius to 60 degrees Celsius. So I can take this particular factor, 80 minus 60 is going to be how much? 20 whole divided by the time he is asking. For that time I wish to take it as T dash is equals to K into, obviously we need to take this particular, the 80 plus 60 whole divided by 2 I can take here, okay, and then the surrounding temperature is already we have here how much? 20. Now in order to find out the value of T dash, what I can do, I can just divide these terms. So now when I am dividing this K and this K will get cancelled, followed by 10 ones, 10 twos. So you can take here T dash by, this is nothing but 2T is equals to 90 plus 80 is 170, and 170 means nothing but you can take here 2 8s and 2 8 16 2 5. So 85 minus of 20 you can take here, which is going to be how much? 65, and whole divide by this 80 plus 60 is nothing but 140. 140 by 2 is going to be 70. 70 minus 20 is going to be 50. So you can send this part here. So T dash is equals to directly 2T into 65 by 50. So I can take 5 tenths, 5 ones, 5 3. So you can take it 2 ones, 2 5s, and the final answer is going to be how much? 13T by 5. Yes, option 2 is a correct answer for this one. Okay, so therefore the answer is going to be 13T by 5. Simple calculation, that's it. Let's go for next question. In this case he said, for a certain mechanical system, the rate of acceleration dm by dt is proportional to root v. And he's saying where m is nothing but mass and t is nothing but time and v is velocity, then power is proportional to v power n by 2, where n is equals to how much? In this case basically he gave that. So I would like to take the concept from the momentum wala case. So now momentum can also be written as what? Mass into velocity. So I would like to differentiate this particular factor. So I can take this term as, if I am differentiating, so dp by dt is equals to velocity, I am keeping constant, I am taking it as dm by dt. Okay, and now that dm by dt is proportional to him, how much? Root v. So I can take this particular factor. So dp by dt will be equal to v into dm by dt can also be taken as k times of root v I can take here. So I am taking here k times of root v. So therefore dp by dt is nothing but what? K into v power how much? 3 by 2. But this is nothing but the momentum. We are concerned to find out the power here. So basic formula of power is nothing but what? So I can say power can be taken as force into velocity, where force is nothing but rate of change of momentum with respect to time into the velocity I can take here. Hope you got my point. But rate of change of momentum can also be taken as what? Already we got here, that is this p is nothing but what? Momentum here, right or wrong? And then I can say this part k into v power 3 by 2 into v. I can take bases are same, power should be added, and with this case k into v power I can take here as how much? 5 by 2. So if you comparatively you check here, you can take here, it's nothing but proportional to, he said. So this power is basically proportional to v power of n by 2. Comparatively if you take here n equals to, you are going to get the value as 5. So therefore n is equals to how much? 5. So in this question he asked us to find the value of n. That's it. So let's go for the next question. That's it. So far what we have got the questions from the student we have completed. Now I request my Vamshi sir to continue the rest of the part from chemistry. Thank you.
Hello students, good evening. Let us discuss two more questions we have received in chemistry subject, and then we will go to analysis part also, right? So in this one, the first question is, which of the following compound will give phenol on reaction with HBr? Phenol to be obtained on reaction with HBr. First of all, I will give the general reaction C. Based on that general reaction, you can understand how to get the answer, not only for these molecules, for any molecule, right? So if any compound is having, right, a phenyl group, because he is asking for phenol, so phenyl directly attached with oxygen, then another side attached with alkyl group. This is the type of compound which will give phenol on reaction with HX, right? So this compound, when it is treated with HBr, first will be added H plus ion, that is oxygen will donate its lone pair, that it forms PH OH plus R. Now the point comes, oxygen a more electronegative atom, it should take the bonded electrons and get neutralized. But will it take the bonded electrons from this bond or from this bond is what we have to understand. If this bonded electrons are taken, you will get carbocation, R plus carbocation, right? And if this bonded electrons are taken, we will get PH plus, that is phenyl carbocation. Alkyl carbocation stability can be better than phenyl carbocation, right? Phenyl carbocations are highly unstable, right? So therefore, this bond will not be broken, because if this is broken, then phenyl carbocation, a highly unstable carbocation will be formed. Therefore, always this is the bond which will be shifted, right? So by shifting this bond, what we get is one side it will be phenol, then another side it will be carbocation. Now this carbocation will be attacked by Br minus, that you will be getting alkyl bromide. Understanding, right? So, but he is not asking what product is formed, just he is asking in which of the compound phenol will be formed on addition of HBr. Now let's come back to this one. Here you see, both side phenyl group is there. At least one side phenyl and one side alkyl is there, that ether bond will be broken. But when both side phenyl groups are there, by breaking any of the bond, we will be getting highly unstable phenyl carbocation. So such type of bond breaking itself will not happen. That means generally under normal conditions, this will not undergo the reaction, right? So therefore, no reaction, no phenyl carbocation formation. And coming to this one, this is a pH OCH3, right? So this is matching to the compound we have taken. Therefore, this OH plus, if it is formed, then this bond will be broken, that you will be getting phenol plus methyl carbocation. This is possible. This is possible, right? So actually this is the answer. And this side also, this is a phenyl, this is a vinyl. Both carbocations are unstable. Phenyl carbocation is unstable. Even vinyl carbocation is also unstable, that generally this also will not undergo the addition of HBr in this mechanism. But the HBr will be added to carbon-carbon double bond here. So product formation will be little different. But this bond will not be broken. Phenol, this bond will not be broken. Okay, na? You will be getting directly the addition compound here. What the addition compound, that also we can see. We can get it. PHO, CH double bond CH2 is there. And when oxygen is donating the lone pair, the pi bond will shift onto this position, right? This carbon will get positive charge. Onto this positively charged carbon, Br minus will be added. Onto C minus, H plus will be added, that when HBr is added, you will be getting PHO, CHBr, CH3. This is the product you will be getting, but not phenol. Understanding? Therefore, this cannot be possible. And this is the compound, this is sp3 carbon, this is also sp3 carbon. Therefore, this compound is actually like this. So you don't get phenol here. Understanding? So this is also not possible. So the correct answer will be this one, PHOR, right now? Then going to the next question. This question is looking complex, like so many compounds are given, reactions are given, reagents, and a lot of it is looking like a complex question it is, but actually it is a easy question only, that he has taken nitrobenzene, right? To the nitrobenzene, when you treat it with Sn plus HCl, what do we get? Aniline. Reduction reaction, na? So we will be getting aniline here. To the aniline, what is he asking? Which of the following reaction sequence gives azo dye is formed? Azo dye should be formed. If azo dye has to be formed, then what should be the reactant here? Diazotization should happen. Benzene diazonium chloride should be there, and that benzene diazonium chloride should be with aniline or phenol or naphthol, right now? So here aniline, then on diazotization you will be getting diazonium chloride, but here you are having acetophenone. With acetophenone, diazotization reaction will not happen. So this is not the reaction, and here also the reaction you will not be getting aniline here, diazotization, phenol you will be getting here, right? But here also, here it is possible, yes. Option C, you see, in this you got aniline first, then from aniline you got benzene diazonium chloride, you got benzene diazonium chloride, that is this one I am writing here. Then to this benzene diazonium chloride, it is treated with beta naphthol, right? So when it is treated with beta naphthol, like this azodide product will be formed. So this orange colored azodide formation, therefore this will be the correct option, right? Then coming to next, coming to the analysis part, right? So in this analysis, in this last shift, we received the questions total 19 from chemistry, and we have summarized it from which chapters and which concepts this question have come. First question came from periodic table, and very easy question that there was a comparison of sizes of atoms, and it was of easy level from 11th standard. Some basic principles of techniques, principles and techniques. You can observe one point here, say some basic principles and techniques. 1, then 2, then 3. 3 questions are related to some basic principles and techniques of organic compounds. Not only this shift, in every shift till now, this is the 10th test paper conducting, shift is conducting. Every test, multiple questions are coming from some basic principles and techniques, and this chapter is also, in another way we can call it as a general organic chemistry, GOC, right now? So very important topic, multiple questions are coming. Coming to the second question, we got the question from chromatography. This is the first time in this last shift we got the question from chromatography. Very simple question was asked, data based only, and directly you will get it, the statements you will get it from the NCERT itself. Very simple question. The next question is from electrochemistry. They were asking different aqueous solution, different salts, aqueous solutions are given, and they were asking from which of these aqueous salt solutions we will get oxygen at anode. Oxygen, dioxygen gas will be liberated at anode. In some of the options they have given inert electrode, and in some of the options they have given active electrode. So that is one point you have to take care of. Otherwise the question was comfortable only, but because of that point to be striked, right, we have kept it into the medium level. Then coming to some basic concepts of chemistry, calculation part came from the percentage yield. Very simple numerical question came. Then from chemical kinetics, it was a theoretical question, right? It was not a numerical. This was a numerical based question. This was a theoretical based question to solve. That was also very direct statement, easy, right? The next question came from chemical bonding, in which he has given the species NO2 minus, right? And in NO2 minus, he was asking how many non-bonding electrons are there. 6 non-bonding lone pairs will be there. 6 into 2 will become 12 electrons, and this is a very basic question, comes from Lewis dot theory also. We discuss, we solve this type of questions, and many are there in our resume material also. Easy question. The next came from coordination compounds, just to find out on magnetic moment, right? Spin only magnetic moment, very easy question. Then from atomic structure, one question came, when the electron jumps from n is equal to 4 to n is equal to 1 to the ground state, how many spectral lines will be observed? So that was a question, easy, direct question only from atomic structure. Another question, second question from coordination compounds, but this was the question which was the toughest in this paper, you can say, because 2 concepts he has merged, 2 points you have to check, and that too for the 4 coordination compounds. 4 compounds were given, their colors should be known, and also after that you should calculate the spin only magnetic moment. So this became the difficult question in this shift, right? The next was based on hydrocarbons, and the question was lengthier here. He was asking, he gave some molecular formula and he was asking how many of the compounds will not react with Bayer's reagent with this molecular formula. So there were 8 molecules. All these molecules you should able to write. Right? So it will take time also in writing all these 8 molecules. Therefore, we classified this question into a difficult level. These are the 2 questions we got into the difficult level in this shift. The next question came from thermodynamics, and in thermodynamics also the simple question came from heat of reactions. 3 reactions were given and heat of reaction to be calculated, enthalpy of reaction. The next was from nitrogen containing compounds. In this he has asked azodite test. That is what we have discussed also. Then one question again came from biomolecules, right? So this is the 10th shift and 10th question from biomolecules. Every shift compulsory one question came from biomolecules that every student have to observe for the second attempt, right? In for April attempt, must and should biomolecule should be solved, should be prepared. And see here, this time the question from biomolecules was different from the previous ones, right? In this one, what they have asked is, he has given 5-6 amino acids and he was asking how many of them are essential amino acids, right? So among the 20 amino acids, we know they are divided into essential and non-essential amino acids. There are tricks also we discuss in our resume material, how to remember essential and how to remember non-essential amino acids, right? So based on simply following that trick, we can find out which are the essential amino acid, right? But many molecules are there. 5-6 amino acids are given, and the trick also has to be remembered. It will little take time and also get confusion also. Therefore, we kept it into the medium level. The next question came from haloalkanes and haloarenes. This is another question you can see. It is, I think, 5th or 6th time the carbocation stability they are asking. One time they asked for carbanion stability, and the rest of all the time they have compared, they have asked about comparison of stabilities of carbocations, and they did not ask about stabilities of carbon free radicals, right, this time. So that was also easy question. And one question came from P block elements, and from P block elements they have asked for which of the element will be having lowest ionization energy, right? And again one more question came from nitrogen containing compounds only, that too from the azodite test only, right? Na? And the last question came from alcohols, phenols and ether. That question also we have discussed, right? Just before only, which compound will give, which ether will give phenol, right? So that was also an easy question. And one question came from Carrier's method. This is the 3rd time the question came from Carrier's method, estimation of different elements, right? And this is the question, number of sigma and pi bonds from some basic principles and techniques, number of sigma and pi bonds. This, in the morning shift also, one organic compound was given to be written in their expanded structural formula, and just to count how many sigma and pi bonds are there. And here also a compound is given, and just they were asking number of sigma and pi bonds. So overall to say, the paper was very comfortable, right? Little questions are there which can, by seeing, right, because of the way they have given a very large paragraph for one question, and then a lot of reactions were given in another question, right? And in some questions little twisting was given, and little complexity also added for couple of questions. Otherwise the easy number of questions were comfortably can be done. And again, from the NCERT itself, many of the questions can be directly solved without any problem, right? So you can see the difficulty level here to the number of, to the 19 questions we have collected. Easy questions are 13. Predominantly the questions are from easy level. Then 4 questions came from medium level and 2 only from the difficult level, to say, right? And the difficult level, this means the question is not very difficult, but it is having 2 level solving, and it will take time also in reaching to the answer, right? And questions balancing, again it went to the previous shifts only, right? More number of questions came from organic chemistry and lesser came from physical and inorganic chemistry, right? 9, 5 and 5 we got. And again there was a beautiful balance between 11th and 12th chemistry. 10 questions we got from 12th standard and 9 questions we got from 11th standard. So from 11th and 12th standard syllabus, they are maintaining the balance, and a little the balance between organic, inorganic and physical is missing actually in the entire January attempt. More questions are coming, have come for the organic chemistry part. In only one shift, the more questions came for the physical chemistry. Otherwise, in rest of all the 9 shifts, organic chemistry questions were percentage wise, they were more than inorganic and physical chemistry, right? So this point you have to understand. And finally, to conclude, 2 things, 2 points you remember. One, NCERT textbook, right, to be read line by line and to convert these lines into questions, right? Second is our reso material, first level of questions to be done, right? So with this, almost 99% of your questions can be solved without any difficulty. Comfortably you can get it, right? So hope this information is helpful for you. With this I will conclude chemistry analysis, and I now request for the physics analysis, sir, please.
I hope we all went through the analysis of chemistry, and chemistry also was surprising today. A new unexpected surprise we got from chemistry also today. Chemistry generally in most of the shift we heard it to be easy, no? But this shift we got a little tricky also. So coming back to our discussion on physics, we will not take too much of time. We'll try to bring up a separate session. We'll give you a basic analysis of the overall January shift. But here, today's second shift too, what we have got to know is, like, again we got a question from Newton's law of cooling, right? There was one question from Newton's law of cooling which is again out of syllabus. We got the same Newton's law of cooling question in one of the shift. We got it repeated in this one also. Optics was one of the section where from we got many questions in almost every shift except 29th morning, like today morning, right? And in the second shift also we got good number of questions from optics. This paper will conclude as a paper between easy to moderate. There are obviously few questions which is little lengthy, little bit more calculations there in optics only. Yeah, so there were few questions, 2-3 questions where we found there was some amount of calculation more. So we'll take it a paper from easy towards moderate based on that amount of calculation present. I'll ask Ashit sir, what do you think? Any more input? What do you think about this paper?
Yeah, about this paper, I can say like the paper is towards easy to moderate, right? And in few problems we have observed like there are some calculation part is more. And if we are considering the optics, in this paper, only single paper they have asked nearly 4 to 5 questions, right? And in the morning shift, we haven't got a single question on the ray optics. I mean, from the student we haven't got. So we are assuming like there is no question from the ray optics in that one. So basically we can say it's after that 24th, whatever the papers we have got, these are little bit different, right? It means we can say this is the paper look like the JEE Mains paper, right? It's a balanced paper. If you can solve the physics within 30 to 35 minutes or 40 minutes. Chemistry you can solve within less time, like 35 minutes. So in maths it's little bit time taking, right? So you can just keep all these things in mind for the April attempt, right? So all the best for the April attempt, and all the best for JEE Advanced, right?
Okay, I'll just add one more thing. Physics paper was being like a physics paper. Sir, I think we have realized there were all the shifts where different type of formulas were covered.
Yeah, I mean the entire physics is covered, we can say basically. Whatever they have given us, like these are the topics we have in JEE Mains. Few problems are of course the out of syllabus, right? But entire syllabus is covered, we can say. Whatever the problems they are asking from all the topics, right? So keep all these things in mind, right? Okay, thank you. Yeah,
I think we can have a conclusion from this, all the shifts all together. We're not bringing one total analysis for today, but yeah, we can have a conclusion of whole of this for the time being. There's nothing called out of syllabus. We had questions almost from topics which was said to be out of syllabus by NTA. One. Number two, we got physics. Generally, in the initial shift, we got some easy questions. Today also the paper was easy. There were 1 or 2 or 3 questions which will be little moderate or more lengthier. We have to understand that we can ignore few questions. I always say, we always say this, we need to categorize paper into easy, moderate and difficult rather than physics, chemistry and maths. So let's try to find out our easy question. Based on that, I think for this type of paper also, getting around 17, 18 or 15 rights is also a good number. Getting 15 physics may right is a good number also. Because see, we don't have options this time. When the options are not there, obviously we expect the cutoff will go low. Last year we used to have options, right? So section B, there's no option this time. So we obviously expect that the cutoff to go low. So this is all from our side for physics. Paper as a whole has been exactly like a JEE Mains paper, expected paper, nothing very different. Obviously all the chapters cannot be covered in every time. But yeah, we have seen one thing, that optics, modern physics were obviously one of the topics, a few of the topics where from we got many questions in almost every shift, especially optics. Generally optics, we don't used to get so many questions, but then this time we got many questions, right? So all this from our side. All the best for the people who have done great this time, and all the best for the people who are going to write the April attempt. I think all of us does great. Start preparing, get the learnings from this January shift and go forward with all the learnings forward. People who did great with the mains, they can obviously start with their advanced preparation. People who think that they want to go for one more try, we should go for writing more FSTs. I hope by this time you have realized what are the points, what are the things to highlight more. Writing more FST is always a good idea. We are never 100% prepared for any test. So try to understand that there's nothing called a perfect preparation, but you have to start writing tests as soon as possible, right? That writing test, getting that temperament of attempting question is the most important thing in all this journey. Obviously surface level questions was always there. If you just do that with a proper alignment, I think we can do great. Anything from your side, sir? Okay. So all the best from our side. I hope all this analysis session helped you all. Thank you so much. All the best for preparation. Go ahead. We'll try to bring some analysis session forward with more of preparation for going forward with the advance and remaining. We'll ask Vivek sir to join us and discuss about maths and say his valuable points, whatever he wants to add. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, hello everyone. So first of all, we are going to see the two questions. Yeah, from the domain. So first of all, we have to find the domain of this one. So log is there. So we can solve like that. 2x square minus 9x plus 4 by x square minus 4x plus 5 is always greater than 0. And another one we can take, x minus 1 not equal to be 0. Yeah, you can say here, x minus 1 is greater than 0 and x minus 1 not equal to 1. So x is not equal to 2 and x is always greater than 1. So one case we can take this part, another case we can take this part, and from this and this we can take the common thing. So once we can take the common things, then we can find here the alpha to infinite value. So whatever our the lower limit will come, that value is equal to alpha. Here also, that also the easy part is there. Once you can see here, this one, this is always positive only. Why always positive? Because it is x minus 2 whole square plus 1 is there. That means we have to be think about this only. We have to be think about this only means 2x square minus 9x plus 4 must be greater than 0. Easily we are going to factorize this one. 2x square minus 8x minus x plus 4 greater than 0. So you can take the common 2x. So x minus 4 minus 1, x minus 4 greater than 0. So 2x minus 1 and x minus 4 greater than 0. So from here we can get x is less than 1 by 2 and x is greater than 4. By the way, here you can see this one and this one we are not able to be take any common thing. Means we can say here x is always greater than 4 only. If x is always greater than 4, so our alpha value is equal to, we can get the 4. Now again, beta and gamma. For this part finding, what we should do here, this one minus x square plus 18x minus 77 become greater than 0. We can multiply with the minus sign, so this value it will come x square minus 18x plus 77 less than 0. 77 is there, 11 into 7. So what you should write here, x square minus 11x minus 7x plus 77 less than 0. Means x you can take common, so x minus 11 minus 7, so x minus 11 less than 0. So we can say here x value lies between 7 to 11. Means beta value 7, gamma value 11, alpha value are the 4. Now here you can write all the thing, 4 square plus beta value is equal to 7, 7 whole square plus 11 whole square. This is become your the answer. Now we can see the next sum. Yeah. Equation of this one is the chord of this one having the midpoint this one. So what we have to do, midpoint form equation we have to be right. So all of you know midpoint form for the circle, parabola, ellipse and hyperbola, only the one thing are there. S1 is equal to S11. S1 is equal to S11. So here x into that point is there, directly you can write by 9 plus y into 1 by 2 by 4 minus 1 is equal to, we can write here 5 by 2 whole square by 9 plus 1 by 2 whole square by 4 minus 1 is equal to 0. Now you can see this become the linear equation. If this become the linear equation, this one and this one you are going to be compare, and then you can easily find the alpha and beta value. Once you can find the alpha beta value, so they are asking about the sum of the alpha beta only. Next, yeah, this much of only the question are there. Analysis part, moreover, what we can observe, all the part, all the session, whether the 6 session there and the 4 session, total the 10 session, one thing is the common we can find. Most number of question are there from the algebra and calculus. On an average, we can combine this one. So this is there 8 to 16, 16 to 18. Yeah, you can say up to 20 also. 16 to 18 sum is there from here, and rest of the sum, around 7 to 9 sum, they can ask from the coordinate. So coordinate contribution is there on an average 3 to 4. Most of the examination 3 question only came from the coordinate. Once we can see here, trigo we can find 1 to 2, and once we can see vector and 3D. So vector and 3D again 2 to 3 question. On an average, every paper we can find like that only is there. Maybe the one question plus or minus is there. As already of you know, maths paper not a easy is there. Maths paper we can say moderate to difficult level. But one thing always keep in your mind, difficult means the calculative paper is there. So we have to always think, yeah, we have to be think in maths paper always it will come the calculative only. So according to that, in the classroom only we have to be improve our the calculation as much as possible. Do the calculation at the classroom, so your calculation you are going to become a perfect. Because April session also I am thinking moreover question pattern are the same thing only. Again question will come more and more calculative. So must be you have to be practice more and more for the calculation part. And once you become the calculation part comfortable, so you can feel maths are a little bit easy only. On an average paper, we can say from those 6 sessions, 22, 23, 24, as I am thinking 5 to 50 to 60, according to the memory based paper I am giving you, 50 to 60, so we can find if you are in this range, so easily you can cross the 99 percentile. Tomorrow I am thinking ki maybe 40 to 50. My expectation are there. Yesterday paper 40 to 50, that is the good score. Good score means the 99 percentile. Today paper also like that only. Safe side we can take plus minus 5. So 45 we can say. If you are the more than the 45 in the morning session, evening session, so we can think it is there easily the 99 percentile. So again, last session only. So what I want to say, work hard all of you, as much as do the calculation, fix up the time, even make like a habit only. If you are doing a study at home, during that also you can take the sum means the 20 sum you are taking, fix up the time 1 hour, 1 hour 30 minutes and try to do in this certain time only. So your the calculation speed are going to be increased. So okay, bye all of you and all the best for your other examination. Yes.